What's going on, 22 Comics? And that's right, it's Monday night. So let's check out this top 10 list and see what my alts are. Starting off, we've got Spider-Man 209. This is going to be the first appearance of Calypso. Calypso, there was some news that broke out that there was some casting news as far as her being a character in the newest Craven movie. Her book right now is selling because of that for $73.18. I just think that's a little high for a book that, you know, here not long ago was selling for around $10. Let's be honest. So, here's my alt for that book. I'm saying Amazing Spider-Man 267. This is the first appearance of Silver Sable. It was not long ago that we had news that there was going to be a Black Cat Silver Sable movie. Now, of course, that's been news for God knows how long, and it's probably not happening at all. However, this is a big character in the Spider-Man mythos, so why not go ahead and go for her first appearance, especially when you can get it for a fair market value of $41.20. Again, this is just an alternative to something that's a hot character right now. Silver Sable was a hot character at one time too. So, alright, next book up, we've got Batman #2. This, if I'm not mistaken, is the first appearance of Talon and also the first mention of the Court of Owls. Of course, with the Batman movie coming out and things like that, it has sparked some interest in these characters. Fair market value right now is $18.67, so pretty much $19. I do think this is definitely a good book to have in your collection. I think right now, because the market is hot, you know, maybe you should look for this book, Talon #0. If we're still going off of speculation and things like that, then if the whole Talon and the Court of Owls is all spec, this right here is a spec book as well. This is the first appearance of Calvin Rose, the one and only Talon to have actually left the Court of Owls or escaped the Court of Owls. Fair market value, $2. I mean, this could be a essential character if Batman was to face the Talons at some point in time, if he didn't have a Robin or things like that, or they wanted to, you know, kind of do a spin-off character, because this character right here had their own comic book series at one point in time too. So, just a book for you to look at. Book number 8, New Avengers #7. This is not a stranger to the list. This is the first appearance of the Illuminati. Of course, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. We're getting no available. Come on now. Fair market right now, essentially right here, right now, is around $200 to $300, somewhere in that vicinity. If you look right here, those are what sales have been recently. The highs, the lows were back in December. So you're gonna spend somewhere around the $150 to $300 mark for this book, is what it looks like. Alternatives, I would think, look at Defenders #18. This is the first appearance of the Wrecking Crew. Now, the actual crew itself, and I believe some of the members in it as well, except for there's one of them that his first appearance was in a Thor book. So, but the Wrecking Crew, the team itself, first appearance in this Defenders #18. Fair market raw value, $27.56. $28. So this is rumored to be in the She-Hulk series as well. So, I mean, if that's what you're into, that's what you're digging, you're looking for a crew outside of the Illuminati that's possibly going to be in the MCU, this may be something to look at and check out. What we got next on this list? We've got Moon Knight #9. It's a pretty dope cover. This is a very recent book as well. No fair market value. I believe this is actually a variant as well. I don't know. Yeah, because it says regular right here. So I'm assuming this is a variant cover. Right here, right now, sales are going for probably the average would be around $50 is what it's looking like. But you can see the last few days, the highs have been close to $80. It's definitely a cool cover and things like that. This is also cited as being the first cameo appearance of Rutherford Winter, and he was an ex-Hydra agent. My suggestion would be, if you're buying it for that spec, not just the cover, to go look at Secret Warriors #6. This is the first time that is revealed that Contessa Valentina is actually Madam Hydra. So I feel like we could possibly get that maybe in the MCU if they want to bring Hydra back. I don't know if they do, though. They've kind of pretty much tied that up and done with it. So I don't have high hopes for that. However, I don't have high hopes for, ex-Hydra agents either if we're specking on stuff. So that's just me. But $7.56, it's not really a bad buy-in. I imagine you can find this book in the dollar bins as well. And go look for that Moon Knight, because it just came up. Go to your local comic book store and look for that Moon Knight there and see if it is there, because you can probably pick it up. Next up, Twig, Ashcan. This has been on for a few weeks now. This is done by Scotty Young. It's a new series that he's got coming out. I don't know what's the deal with these. My fair market values aren't showing up. Anyways, most recently, this thing has been going for around $100. $100, $150. Somewhere in that vicinity, average. That's what it's looking like. I'm going to suggest to y'all that you look for, this is it, The Me You Love in the Dark. I actually didn't even know that Scotty Young wrote this until I started doing research in it. I've not read this book at all. I've heard other people talk about this book and that it's actually really good. So maybe this will be something you try out. If the Ashcan's too high up, you can get this #1 for fairly low value at $4.60. There's all these other dope variants on top of that I'm sure you could find for cheaper than that Ashcan right now, and just give that Ashcan time to die down. So that's just my alt for that. Daredevil 310 coming in at #5. This is the first cover appearance of Calypso. This is coming in at a raw fair market value of $16 essentially. So just like I did earlier with Calypso as her first appearance, I'm going to do the same thing again. First cover appearance of Silver Sable with Amazing Spider-Man 279. Fair market value right here, right now, $6.64. This is also the third appearance of Silver Sable as well. So maybe you don't even want to put that $40 in for the first appearance. You can get the first cover and her third appearance in the same book for around $7. Coming in at #4, we got Daredevil, Woman Without Fear. This also just came out recently. I want to say last week. Yup. And this book's hot right now because the only thing I could find, it's a dope looking cover. I like the cover. However, I think the big selling point right now is that it's got Punisher's new logo that nobody really seems to like. At least that's what I've heard most about, is that nobody likes it. Fair market raw value of $17.22. This is a special one here, y'all. This is a special one here. Let's go to NAM, or the NAM, #52. Why is this special? Well, because this is part 1 of the origin story for Punisher's traditional logo. Alright, this book coming in fair market value raw, $2.80. And again, why is this so special? Because, of course, I'm going to throw part 2 in there as well. The NAM #53 to finish out the story. So you get the entire origin story of Punisher's logo for under $7. I'm just saying. #3 on the list is Bodies #1. This is a Vertigo title. I'm not sure how old it is though. 2014. It's not that old. It actually has a really cool story in it. So I might actually get a digital copy of this and to read it, because it does sound pretty cool. The synopsis is, from what I read, was a murder that took place and it's being solved in different time periods. So I'm kind of curious about that. However, this was been optioned by Netflix, and I hate Netflix. I'm gonna go on the record for saying I hate Netflix for especially comic book things, because usually comic book things die on Netflix. They just don't ever take off really, and it's not because of poor quality or even like that. It's just like Netflix gets bored and they're like, I don't want to play that toy anymore, so they get rid of it. Right now, this book has been going for $28.18, fair market raw value. I'm gonna suggest that you go look for Noctera, and not really this cover though. Alright, this is Noctera #1 by Image Comics. I've heard tons of people talk about this book. I have not I don't know anything about this book. I've never read a copy of it, but I know a lot of people enjoy this book. You may enjoy it as well. Fair market raw value for this cover right here is $25.13. Now, the reason that I picked this book up over Bodies is because of the hype that is around it right here, right now. It has been optioned for Netflix as well, even though I do not usually suggest Netflix option books. I just don't, because I don't feel like they're going to last. But because of the hype this book has had, I felt good optioning it. The other thing is, look at all the covers this book got. This freaking Boss Logic cover right here is dope as anything. For fair market raw value of $8, come on, are you kidding me? This one right here, check out those colors, the pinks, the yellows, the purples, like very 80s, like neon light vibes or something like that, for under $25. Sketch variants, $10. What else? Let's see. There's this Virgin variant right here, $18. This trade right here for 21, around 21, 12. I mean, that's a Greg Capullo one right there. Tons of covers for this book. There's second printings, there's third printing. So, you know, if you're wanting a first printing or something like that, definitely like do your homework and make sure, you know, what you're wanting to look. Look at this one right here, $5.22. There's a range of covers in here that range between $5.22 and $26.66. Fair market value. Like, you can pick up several copies of this Noctera #1 and just have different covers of them. If you want the first print, make sure, you know, you don't get the second print, even though the second print's like $7. I didn't put that in my, that's not in my range. I mean, it is, but I didn't put it there for that. Coming in at #2, we've got Avengers Forever #3. I think this popped off because it was like a first appearance of, it's cited as being the first appearance of Mirama Spectre, the female Moon Knight, which is cool. I saw a picture of her and it did look pretty cool. Fair market value right now for this book is $16.50. This is a new book, just came out last week. Go check the store. Go check the store. See if there's one somewhere. Go ask. Go look. Something. You want this book? Go look at the store. At the store. If you're wanting an alternative to this book, though, I would suggest The Punisher War Journal #62. Now, this is the first full appearance of Lynn Michaels as the Punisher, so a female Punisher, or I think she's later possibly known as Lady Punisher or called Lady Punisher. It was a cop that had an interaction with a killer / rapist. Punisher kinda saved her. She wound up working with the Punisher to help go get this killer rapist, and so she got a taste of being a vigilante. When Frank Castle came up, rumored he had killed himself while trying to bomb some people, she winds up taking up the mantle for a little bit, not long, but a little bit. So, fair market raw value for this book is $6.24. Is this something we could see? I don't know. I mean, looks like The Punisher is coming to Disney Plus, especially with all those parental things coming up. So, could be something cool to check out. Last book, Batman Long Halloween Special Edition. This was a promo for the Batman movie that just came out this past week, and it's a dope cover. And it's a promo, and maybe go check. I don't even know where they gave these out. I assume at IMAX theaters they gave them out. So maybe you go to a few theaters or call them up and say, hey, do you got any more of these comics up, and see if you can go buy one from there, or even talk to like some of the staff that's at these movie theaters and see if they got one they're willing to get rid of for cheaper than $31.68. I mean, it's worth, it doesn't ever hurt to ask. So, if you come up short on this, if you don't want to spend this kind of money on Batman Long Halloween promo, then my suggestion is that you go look at Batman 404. This is part 1 of the year 1 story. This is a very, iconic Batman story as well, just like the Long Halloween is. This book is coming in at around $18.84. So, I definitely suggest you go look at this. You won't be sorry for that. it's a good Batman story. It's a staple. Like, if you dug this top 10 out, I've got my other top 10 from last week over here, along with my January hauls. Thank you all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. You can find me on Instagram at 22_comics. You can also now find me at the same handle on Whatnot. So I will be selling books. So keep an eye out for that, and you'll get your notifications on Instagram about that. You can also find me on a podcast called Comically Comics. Thank you again so much for watching. I appreciate it. And as always, y'all have a good one.